The idea of religious freedom, when it was first introduced about 30 years ago, it was introduced as more of a shield to protect certain religious groups for their practices. And we're seeing a shift now where it's being used as a sword to discriminate against certain populations, as well as take away rights like we saw with Planned Parenthood. You hear a lot about deeply held beliefs. In your opinion, and as governor, where would that line be drawn? Where would one's religious freedom intersect with one's right to life, liberty, and
I applaud having lots of different religions and people who aren't necessarily religious. And we need to have an open, inclusive Iowa that embraces all of that. And so as governor, the biggest thing I would do is not be the person who says any of those are right, but give everyone the choice to be able to do what they feel like they need to do. And that is, with a lot of the issues, I think you have to be careful as governor that you represent everyone and that you give them those choices. And I think that's what's really the most important thing we can do.
Sure. Recent reports say that 1 out of every 5 Iowan is non-religious. Doesn't necessarily mean they're atheists, but that means that they're non-religious. How should the Iowa government change or modify or work to appeal to those voters to bring them into the process, especially if they're not a part of it as well?
Well, and I think going back to the choice, we should never make anything mandatory. That really discriminates, if you will, against someone who doesn't hold religious beliefs or the same religious beliefs as someone else. So the government should be very careful not to get into that. And we've talked a little bit about addiction therapy.
Do you mind sharing a little bit about that?
I think addiction therapy is somewhere where that's very important. We need to get the best therapy for people that we can get, and that means choices. That means choices of, many of them are religious-based, and that works great for some people. But we should also have ones that aren't religious-based, and that would work well for people. We need to make sure we have those choices available, and that as a government, we never mandate someone having a religious point of view or a non-religious point of view. It goes both ways.
Sure. Last question. As governor, if there was legislation that was, I will say, inspired by deeply held beliefs, not necessarily religious, but just deeply held beliefs, but it discriminated against a large portion of individuals in your state, how would you react? What would you respond? How would you respond as governor to that?
Well, as I said, I don't think government should legislate those sort of things. I think those should be left up to the choices of people.
Sure.
Now, I will tell you that I do think that how we morally feel is important in how we legislate, but I would never want to discriminate against any particular group from the governor's office or from the legislature.
Would you ever make a speech about it in terms of, in a response to any legislation that discriminated? Would you bring up deeply held beliefs and how it inspires that?
I would always want to make sure I wasn't discriminating against anyone, but I also don't want to discriminate against someone's very held, deeply held beliefs, which is part of who they are. I think you have to be very open to all of it. And that's what I think you want from both sides, or from all sides.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of different angles here.
Any other thoughts on non-religious or rise of atheists or rise of atheism?
Nope,
okay.
I think it's an interesting subject. Love to hear more about it.
Sure.
All
Well,
right?
thank you so much.